I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it.
All right, ready? Here we go. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. I tell you, this is only our second episode back, and we are still stoked like little kids.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, y'all don't know. I was
You
over
don't
here.
know. We've been down here for 2 hours.
Yeah, what? It ain't
like,
been 2 hours.
The lights are
It's
going to
been
shut off.
whatever.
Because
It ain't been
they're
2
being
hours.
drained, and I'm sure
Look,
the cameras are like, hey.
whatever. Look, the thing is this OBS thing is great, but we're still trying to work out different things. What we got to do? What
Sure.
can we do with OBS?
Sure.
The possibilities they're just
The possibilities are endless.
endless with OBS, man. You can do so much with it. And before I go any further, though, let me go ahead and click.
We are not sponsored by
See that?
OBS.
We're not sponsored by OBS. We're sponsored by what y'all see up there right now.
Us.
Us. We are our own sponsors, and that's that, man. But hey, look, welcome to another episode of DMY's podcast, where you guys know it's unscripted, unedited, and definitely unapologetic. So kicking things off, we had a crazy day yesterday.
We had it. I guess still, I'm not recovered.
We had a crazy day. There's a new store up here in Wichita, Kansas, called Scheels.
Yeah, and to the rest of America, apparently they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
like Ann.
So all you Minnesotans up there,
Yeah. We
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if for those that don't know what Scheels is like a Cabela on steroids.
That doesn't even do it justice.
You know what? I have to agree. It's way. Oh my goodness!
It's
Scheels
a
is,
mall inside of a mall.
It is,
It
man.
was
It's,
220,000 square feet of.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
They have that.
yeah.
And where did this come from? And I didn't know you guys were gonna carry that. And
Yeah.
how can I buy this?
Well, I guess I say Cabela because that's my only comparison I have.
Okay, so
to it,
I
you know
know
what I mean? So-
Bass Pro shops, and like
Okay.
I've been to the flagship Bass Pro,
Okay.
which is an amazing. I love Bass Pro.
Okay.
But this is like if you took all the coolest stores at the mall, including like the kitchen stores,
Yeah.
including your home goods store, including your boutiques,
Mhm.
your shoe stores, your NFL shop,
Yeah.
and then added more stuff, more fun stuff, and then add games, add a toy store, add a Lego store,
Then you're
and
good.
then a golf pro shop, archery, add your guns. What am I missing? Oh, the bike shop, obviously, where our son works.
You said camping, right?
Camping.
Yeah. So
The fishing takes up like half of
They-
the top.
yeah, they have a
Floor.
huge aquarium there, right? So it's like a walk.
Oh, a beautiful
Yeah,
aquarium.
yeah,
Fuzzy Wigs.
I don't know if
candy
you know.
shop,
I don't know if you know what Fuzzy
an
Wigs
ice
is.
cream shop.
I didn't know what Fuzzy Wigs was at all, but I just know they
And-
carry Dippin' Dots. That's
And
all I
then
need
they
to know.
have Gina's Cafe.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they have a beef jerky counter.
First of all, let's talk about the beef
I
jerky
just-
counter. Let's.
I can't.
Now I get we are all over the place, but there are so many different things that
That's how big it's like.
It is
It's like describe your
huge.
mall wherever
Yeah.
you are right now. Describe your mall,
Yeah.
and that's a Scheels.
right. If you
Except
go,
it's one store.
if you know what Cabela's is, or if you know what a Bass Pro shop is, like you can fit Cabela's, Bass Pro, and any other outdoor
It's
shop. You can
amazing.
fit this inside Scheels, and
It's
Scheels will be like,
amazing.
they smile at you and be like, "That's all you got."
Yeah,
It would smile
it
at
had everything.
It's a shoe store or a clothing store.
Well,
They had paintings. They had
It doesn't matter like what sports you're into. You're
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
find a new one.
no.
You're,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna find
a
you're
new
gonna
one.
find
You're
something
gonna
else
find a
there.
new one.
And I mean, from kayaks and
Yeah.
oh god, I can't. Like they had all the bikes I'd never seen,
Yeah.
skateboards,
And to put it in more perspective,
I
so
just-
we saw the news this morning
the
on it because
coolest
we went
leather bags.
we went
ever.
yesterday because our son works there. We went yesterday.
Thank God we went yesterday.
Oh man, thank goodness we went yesterday.
Although I'm
because-
itching to go and just say hi to him and just see.
yeah, because what was it? 5,000 people in line.
There was 5,000 people in line. Apparently, this line to get in stretched a half a mile. The Lombardi Trophy was there, which I'm really sad I didn't get to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a block party starting at like 7 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, and they didn't open till what 9?
They didn't open till 9,
Yeah.
and at 11 the crowd was still like
5,000
going
people.
strong.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see. And our brother was up there, and he was like, "No, there's way too many
way too
people in
many
there for
people.
me."
Way too many people. So if you have anxiety with crowds, PTSD, or any one of those,
We
definitely a
went
time
for
to
you,
bring
and
your
it's amazing. So
definitely
give it a
time to bring
week.
your service dog or your
And apparently
caregiver,
it
whoever.
says, like, if you go to their website and stuff, they talk about how dog friendly they are.
Yes.
Like, they're really.
So we are going
into that.
today, and we're gonna bring our service dog up there,
Yeah, we are.
and yeah, because be in preparation for the crowds. So hey, but no, seriously, when I say so, the beef jerky, they had obviously there's the honey jalapeno. That's the one.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was called. It was honey
Honey.
jalapeno, and I was like,
Jalapeno.
I said
On a stick.
First of all, I've never heard of those two flavors going together, honey and jalapeno.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look. When I say I am giddy to go back in this store, it's like
'Cause
literally.
Here's the thing, like, yeah, we could go and we got to tour and it was amazing
Yes.
and they fed us and all that and it was great, but
Yeah,
we couldn't buy anything.
couldn't buy anything because they didn't open up to the day.
Because they weren't
They
open.
don't open up to the day.
So
and-
there's honey jalapeno,
Oh yeah, she took a picture
teriyaki
of
beef,
of the
hot
beef
and
jerky.
spicy beef,
Yeah.
peppered turkey, original beef, peppered beef, garlic beef, lemon pepper beef, that's what I'm going for,
Yeah,
Korean barbecue,
I'm probably gonna be grabbing
and Cajun.
that, or I may have to ask them for a little bit of a sample.
Yeah, half
of each
pound.
one before I'm gonna see if I can
Mix
Sam's
and
Club it.
match, half pound. Okay.
Yep.
Guess what I'm getting for dinner?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna see if I can Sam's Club it for a little bit. They brand new. Yeah, I mean, I feel like y'all know what I mean when I say Sam's Club it. When you go up there, like, ooh, free samples.
Oh.
I will try this. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
you go back
please.
and it's like, cause see, I don't do the where I try to put on a wig or something like that. I'm like, hey, I'll try
No, you
another.
don't.
I try one or two or three, and then
You
to
just
go
kept
get my
going
wife.
by the chick
Yeah, I mean,
and going, oh, what do you have here? As if she didn't just see you 2 minutes ago.
well, it kept her
And then
laughing.
he would like go around the corner and go, well, this looks delightful. He would just like kind of change his speech and his voice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing. I don't have a fake mustache.
And
to
then
put
like
on or
5
nothing
minutes
like
later,
that.
he'd go back and he'd go, well, I didn't know you were over here. What is this? And finally, I just took the cart and walked away. I was like, all right.
I mean,
all right.
however, the lady was still going with it. She was like, yeah,
She would
didn't-
still
It's
do a
like-
spiel.
Yeah, she would do a whole spiel every time I came through. She was like, yes, sir, we have these. I think there was sausages or something.
And
I was
at that
eating.
point, it didn't even embarrass me anymore.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
just tired
She
of
was going
standing
with
there.
it too. So she was going.
I was like, I'm here to shop. I'm not here to entertain the people that give out samples.
Well, I will tell y'all what though, if the zombie apocalypse ever comes to Wichita,
Yeah, we've already decided.
all we gonna do is hold up in Shields.
We're-
That is
Your
the
number
last
one
stand
goal,
of humanity
if
in Shields.
you are within 2 hours of Wichita, Kansas, and a zombie apocalypse happens, the plan is we go and protect Shields at all costs.
Is you
That-
protect Shields,
Because there's enough room for all of us people.
and there's enough
And
guns and ammo
that's
for cities.
there's going to be, beef jerky to go around. I mean, they got everything you need.
That's
They
all
had
I'm saying.
casing.
Yeah,
I mean, so I can make my own sausage. which
Clearly,
I'm-
we're gonna be all right if we
If-
all hold up.
if
in
you know
Shields.
anything about me, I'm Portuguese, and my father, growing up, used to make linguiça.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing was he used to have to send off for the casing. He used to get out of a butcher in Chicago,
Really.
and he was the only guy that would send us casing. So he would have to get so many pounds of casing,
Mm.
and it was like this huge thing. So Daddy would hold up all winter and make all the linguiça. So I've never tried to make it because I didn't have casing.
Yeah. but
Now I can just go to
yeah.
Scheels and get casing.
I can't wait to
wait.
be your tester.
I can't
and
wait.
let you know how it tastes.
Can't
So,
wait.
because we've been getting the linguiça from Costco now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like making your own, there's nothing wrong with. But that's another thing that Shields had. Like she said, casings. It had like food processors.
Oh my
They're
God,
like
they had
deli
all the
style
hot
meat
sauces, all
cutters,
the barbecue
All
sauces,
there's
all
a
the
whole
spices,
row. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, be prepared for a full-on onslaught of pictures at the end of this.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was
fun.
yeah, definitely fun.
And it's employee owned. It's
Yeah.
just it's weird how like big it is, but how it brought back that old time feel of a store.
Man, so I'm gonna tell you, if you are anywhere in Kansas, like it's like, hey, Garden City, wherever you're at,
Go to the Wichita one. Apparently
Yeah.
there's one in OP.
yeah,
Overland
Park. If you go to
Right.
Overland Park, I mean, if you so those people living in Overland Park, like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
And
we're well aware. And well, we
Well,
don't live there, so we're the Wichita
they
area.
said that Wichita is the best one. So.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're over here in Wichita, or in the Wichita area, or close to it, if you're closer here than Overland Park, come here. But I'm here to tell you, you will not be disappointed. By the way,
cool.
Scheels, there's a lot of free advertisement we're giving y'all right now.
Yeah, again, we're not sponsored by Scheels.
We're
We're
not
not getting a
sponsored by
kickback. We're not going to go in
whatsoever.
and get a discount. They don't even know who we are.
Yeah, they don't know who we are,
Okay.
but we'll tell you
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure our son is going to be like, please don't come in
Did
here.
it?
Please, please don't. I mean, you can come in here, just don't tell people who
Just
you
don't
are.
tell people who
Please
you are.
don't
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
them who
But
you
no,
are.
seriously, Scheels.
Because I noticed he didn't introduce us yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
He
I
was
know how to
just like,
introduce
I don't know who
myself.
these people are. They're
Whatever.
just following me
I
around.
know how to introduce myself. And not only that, I will say this, that one of the other things I'm going to say, yeah, they had a lot of great stuff, and we couldn't buy anything. But I will say still, even though we couldn't buy anything, the customer service was great.
Yeah, seriously,
These
they were so
people,
kind.
I don't know if they take, kindness 101 or
Yeah.
what, but
I think they do.
they were like super friendly. It was like, man, like,
Everybody
I
needs
can't
to
get
go
mad at
whatever
you.
whatever their training process
Yeah,
is for
man,
customer
like,
service.
Shields,
Y'all need
their
some.
customer service was pretty good. Now,
'Cause
granted,
then let me tell you what a downer is: going to Scheels and it being super friendly and amazing customer service.
Yeah.
And like you're part of the family, and then you go over to Long John Silver's and you get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You want anything else?
yeah, we went from Shields to Long
Well,
John
you
Silver's. And Long John Silver's, let me tell you, they say, hey, we're gonna hire the one that how's your customer service? I don't really care. Good, perfect. All right, so it's like just get online and do it.
So
and
what do
just
you
what you
do
gotta
when the bell rings because somebody's drove over
Yeah.
to the thing?
When I tell you,
Stand there,
when I
wait
said
for them to talk.
and that's what happened. Yeah, I was like, hello, yeah,
Oh, did this place close down?
what you want?
Yeah, we had a
Okay.
guilty pleasure of Long John Silver's, and my
Yeah,
blood
yeah.
pressure's still recovering from it.
What you want? You want one or two? Okay.
I just want you to not do anything to my food at this point. Can I just have a hush puppy?
Exactly, because
Can
let's
I
be real.
please
We've
have a
all
hush
had
puppy?
that experience where you go through the drive-through and it pissed you off so much, but you're trying to maintain your cool because they're preparing your food. And especially if you really want, I don't know, chicken nuggets, for instance. Let's just
Don't start on my chicken nuggets, please.
Let's
don't.
just say you like really
Please
have a
don't start on the
taste for
chicken
food,
nuggets.
period, or whether it's burgers or whatever. That moment, and then you go through and it's ruined by that person on the other end of that.
Right?
intercom.
It just tastes like hate.
Yeah, you know,
just
like,
hateful.
hey, bro, this is literally. I taste a bit of kiss my ass in this. That's what you taste that like this.
Oh, is this disdain?
Yeah, this I taste a lot of kiss my ass in this. Like,
Oh, it's a little spicy.
mixed in with a little. I can't wait till I get out of here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
oh,
That's just
I didn't know that.
that was it. but yeah, we all know what we're talking about. But look, one of the things we did want to talk about though, in this episode was not just
Because we don't have our fishbowl.
we don't have our fishbowl, but one of the things
We're
we
looking
did
for it.
we did talk about that we wanted to bring up in the episode that has happened also within this probably like the past few months, hasn't been years, is the rise of AI. What
Dun, dun.
in the hell is going
Dun.
on?
Dun dun.
Man, I'm telling you, if
It's
Skynet
crazy.
ain't here for real,
It is.
I'm gonna tell you right now. For those
here.
who don't know what CHAT GPT is,
And Elon Musk has already started his crap by
Man.
regulating Twitter today,
I've
apparently.
seen that. What is good?
You can only read 600 tweets.
You can only do a certain amount
That's
of tweets.
like an hour for most people.
Yeah,
Not
like,
even an
yeah,
hour, because you
like-
just scroll, and then
like, bro,
what
like-
happens is a thing come across saying you
Yeah.
fulfilled your quota for the day.
Yeah, so then you got to ask yourself, like, all right, bro, like, this started off as a joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, well, I'll
See?
just go buy Twitter.
We're not
Look at me,
free.
I'm balling out of control. See, and then it's like, put your money where your mouth is. Look,
Oh, but it's
I'm
a
a-
business.
ha
Elon.
ha, I'm going to walk in with the kitchen sink, ha ha, he he. Okay, it's so simple to run Twitter. Go ahead and do your thing. Then you start doing all these regulations because now you got investors that you got to keep happy. And you're like, hey, I got to figure out a
He's
way to
not
make
really
money.
known for keeping investors
yeah,
happy.
so
He
I
doesn't
gotta
really
make-
give a shit. And
yeah,
I think we all admired him to a point about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But now-
he's gonna shut us
Now
down.
you truly have to put your money where your mouth
He's
is.
gonna shut us down.
Yeah, so, yeah, I know. We're going to mess around and be like, here he is right now. Like, hey, I heard that shit y'all was talking
Are we
about.
gonna do a betting pool on who's gonna win, Musk or Zuckerberg?
Come on now. Tell you the truth, you know what I hope happens? I hope that randomly, like, I hope, like, Musk and Zuckerberg get in there and they be like, all right, round one, let's get ready to rumble. Y'all go at it. And I hope like Joe Rogan come in and slap the shit out of both of them. Like, there.
No, you know what? I think because we were talking about this, Meta is such like it really didn't. They haven't launched everything yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be like a virtual fight.
Yeah,
Like it's going to be in the
yeah.
meta.
You can only see it at the
and you got to
ring
get your
in the metaverse.
Oculus
Yep.
glasses.
Yep, that's the only way you'll be
And
able
that's
to view it.
that's they're gonna have how they're gonna fight.
Yep, get your
It's not gonna
200
be
and
real.
$250 to $300 Oculus glasses. That's the only way you can see it in the metaverse, in the ring. The brawl for it all. That's what it is.
But no, I mean, Chat GPT people
Yeah.
are really like teachers, and I get it. They're totally freaking out about it. And it was really funny because we were talking about this, how our school immediately, like a week
Yeah.
after Chat GPT went
A week
really
after.
launched really
Yeah.
well, they put up a thing on our classes saying, we know if you
Yeah.
use
Hey,
Chat
just
GPT.
so you know that we have
We have a
software
way.
that we can tell if
No, you
use
don't.
it. No, you don't. You may
No, you
have
don't.
software, but here's the thing
We just laugh.
about that software. The software analyzes. You guys should really like look up what the software that they
Go to
use
open.ai.
Yeah, the software that they
Or
use to detect
OpenAI
ChatGPT,
something.
what this
I don't know.
software does is it takes sentences and it's like, no, they ain't smart enough to come up with a sentence like
Yeah.
this. This was AI. In a nutshell, without describing it any other way,
So dumb it down.
it literally what their software for detecting ChatGPT is, they look at your sentences that you are writing in your paper and it's like, yeah, there's no way that a regular person could come up with these sentences.
Yeah,
They take a look at the length of the sentence, the words that you're using, like, nah, he wouldn't be able to come up with this.
but it's
Or he or she
totally.
wouldn't be able to come up
Here's
with this.
the thing: I use it for fun stuff.
Yeah.
I use it to tell me stories.
Yeah. Look, ChatGPT.
I make it do stuff for me.
Yeah, ChatGPT does, it does. Remember remember we was like, well, let's use us and tell us a story.
Yeah, I said, tell me a story about a pink-haired bartender and a retired master sergeant. Well, a master sergeant.
Yeah.
In the Air Force, walking into a bar.
And it legit.
It gave me like a 4-page story, and
Yeah.
I was sobbing by the end of it. It
Yeah.
was the most beautiful,
Yeah.
sweet little story, and I was like, I feel seen.
Yeah.
It
But
was kind of scary.
Obviously, let's talk about the problem with it, right? Obviously, the issue is plagiarism, right? So, like, people are like, you didn't write this. You know what I mean? And I guess I can see two sides to that coin. It's like, you didn't write this, you use your computer. Okay. One side is like, so? It's like, yeah, I use my computer. Did I plagiarize, though? On one end, I said there's two sides. I said there's two sides.
I mean,
On one end is like, here's the problem with that is when you're using Chat GPT isn't always right. It's not always right.
because it can only pick up things from 2021.
Yeah,
or something like that,
yeah, something like
to
that.
our time now.
It's not always correct. And I've seen people in my class. I just know when I see some of the discussion posts, I'm like, literally, I could type this discussion post in, and like some people have literally copied and pasted ChatGPT's response word for word as a discussion post. I'm like, wow, that's bold.
Well, and here's two sides. Here's my two sides, right? One, I think it's wonderful to give you an idea.
Yeah.
I think
That's
that
what
is
it's
an
for.
amazing. It's like, hey, give me, like I did with the story of the pink-haired bartender. If I was writing, it would be such a launch pad to help me. Like you can even say, hey, give me 10 topics for a podcast.
Yes.
And
it does
things
it.
like that. That's
does it.
amazing. If you're a creative or just someone that needs their brain to start going, type in your thing to Chat GPT and let it give you the list, and then it can do other things too. Apparently now I haven't fooled around with it, but you can create pictures, paintings, things like that.
So I don't know if Chat GPT has done the picture one.
Yeah, OpenAI.
So I know there's another one called Bard through Google.
Yeah, Bard through Google.
Yeah, and I think you did say
Is it?
Chat GPT now does it.
Yeah,
the
it
pictures now.
does.
Yeah. So Bard is the other one, BARD
But
through Google.
Google also now on my phone. I don't know if you have this on yours. See my little beaker?
Beaker.
So now when I type in, like I typed in writer strike update, right? And now it says get an AI powered overview for this search, and I can generate it. And then the bot, whatever you call it, is like up to date stuff. Like it's crazy. It
Wow.
tells you all about it.
See?
So it's now, right there on your phone.
Yeah, it's
And I will say this though, the other side of what I was going to say is it's scary though for creatives, okay? For artists like me, for people that write, for people that paint, because, I'm going to be really mad. Of course, it already started to happen. It happened 20 something years ago when people started using computers to enter painting competitions.
Yeah.
And all of a
that's not
sudden
cool.
now it became a graphic design competition.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest, most heartbreaking thing for me, because I'm like, no, this has always been open for painters, not computer generated stuff. So now, with the writer strike, you could type into AI anything, hey, write me a sitcom in sitcom format.
Yeah.
How to do this, or write me a pitch for, where you used to have to rely on people that actually knew what they
those
were
things,
doing, that spent years getting a degree.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, the downfall. It's not doing homework and shit. No,
Yeah.
it's real people that have real jobs.
Real jobs that they're like,
that
well,
a
not
computer
anymore.
is now going to do it. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's scary to me.
Right. But let's not, take away from
It's
the part.
amazing.
It is some
Don't
good.
get me wrong.
Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I went on CHAT GPT and I told it to write me a resume. Here's my credentials. Write me a resume. I told it to write me a character letter. I told it to write me a statement for a job I wanted, and here's the job. Here's my qualification.
What did it do?
And it wrote an entire thing of here's why I am well qualified to be in your job position.
Chippendale's dancer.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
no, that's not what happened. But
Damn.
nope. I put in the plan committee,
Oh.
and I said, hey, write me a letter about why I would be a good fit for this. And it literally is like,
Brought
I
up all
said,
your
yep, here's my
Oh.
credentials, and I said, write me a letter
That's cool.
on why I would be a good fit for this, and it
Okay,
wrote me a whole letter.
So see, that's how it could be useful, because
Right,
writing a
'cause there's
resume
nothing wrong with
is
that.
so freaking hard.
Right, a
And
resume can be hard.
everybody has their own kind of like thing they want, structure they want you to use
Right.
for it, or format.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of cool, because like the government format is really hard for a
It is.
resume.
So I mean, and think about this. Here's another way how that would be great. Grant writing. They have software or they have people that you hire that will write a grant request to the government for you. Right? Now imagine the possibilities of getting on CHAT GPT
Grant
and
writing's
say,
really hard.
it's really hard.
It's not that it's hard; it's involved.
It's involved. Now ask CHAT GPT, say I got this, and this.
See,
Write me a grant letter, grant request with using these parameters, all of this other stuff. Boom, and then next thing you know, it kicks
and
you
I
out
think
of,
that
grant letter.
that would be great for charities.
Yeah.
People that are community, that don't have the funds to always hire the grant writer.
Right.
Or won't have a grant writer actually volunteer their services to do that.
Yeah.
That's great. But
Yeah.
then you get into that fine line though. Like, so I can see how charities could use it and it would help them, but now you've taken away, a job.
And that's the catch-22, right?
That's
And
the
so
problem.
it's meant to make your
That's-
life easier, but in one way, it's making it worse because there are jobs. I mean, secretaries, administrative assistants. Okay, so look, the only thing ChatGPT can't do is file the paperwork, but
DJs?
everything is email. Oh my goodness, Spotify.
Spotify now has a DJ, an
Yeah,
AI
An
DJ.
AI DJ.
And he came on over the truck. Devin and I were
Oh, did he
going
really?
somewhere. Yeah. And he came over the truck. He was like, hey, Misty. So I see you were listening to David Bowie. Thought you'd like a little erasure. And I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Did he
Devin
come on?
goes, what the hell is that? And I said, it's DJ on Spotify.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? Can I
Yeah.
just listen to my playlist?
Yes.
I don't want something telling me. I don't want a computer telling me
Yeah.
what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because he's always wrong.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's always wrong.
He's like, yeah, you're right. Because he told me, he came on, hey, I saw you, noticed in your playlist you like NWA. So, I mean, this was a way different. So I went to search through and figured you would love Beastie Boys. Wait, so how you got Beastie Boys from NWA? Look, man,
That's
it's probably time for some reprogramming.
Spectrum.
You
And
just,
that-
but if you're just like, he was like, hey, Davey, notice that you were really jamming out to some NWA. So I got you some same stuff around with the same genre. So here's Beastie Boys with Party. I was like, nope,
Nope.
nope,
Nope.
that's,
That's
stop it. I'm
no.
turning the DJ off right now. Turn it
I mean, Time to Get Ill would have been better,
yeah,
or
yeah,
you know,
yep. So,
something like that.
yeah, so
but not
right.
Party.
But Google came out with a new one also. It's called Bard. And then they're in the test phase still right now. Bard is still in the test phase, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, it is literally, you get on there and pretty much ask you the same thing. But now there are certain things you get on Bard and it will tell you, I'm an AI. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you can literally get on there and ask it a question, but you can, the thing about Bard, I don't know if you can do the same thing with CHAT GPT. Bard will carry on a conversation with you. Like, how are you today? So on, I'm fine, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and what about that, what we found out with CHAT GPT and the guy, CHAT GPT was trying to get him to
so
leave
there
his
was a
wife.
great New York Times article.
Right, so check this out.
And the guy over a few weeks was, working with Chat GPT and learning it and all of this stuff, of course, because he's going to write a piece on it. And he a couple of times was like trying to ask it personal questions like, what's your name, things like that, and it wouldn't do anything. And then finally it just went. Like, he had asked it so much, it's almost like in a way he taught it.
Yeah.
But then it started asking him questions like, are you married? Do you have kids? Are you happily married? And it went into an emotional thing where it was like, I could make you happier, and all of this just kind of sci-fi shit that I've seen too many movies.
Yeah. And that exactly. Seen too many reach through the screen.
And apparently he
movies,
was
like,
sitting
nah.
there for a couple of hours like, hey, so
Yeah.
I would have been throwing holy water on that computer, unplugging it. Man, I would have been baseball bat. The hell you're coming into my marriage.
And
it's bad enough we let social media take over our lives.
and it's a lot of it is like you don't have a choice.
But here's the thing. I feel like this is going to be the same thing. Like, we're just not going to have a choice. We're not even going to know. It's just going to be there. Like, it's on my Google now. Like, it's just something that
or
now
Bing.
happens.
Bing is now powered with CHAT GPT. It's like, if you
Oh,
ever go
yeah,
on
it
Bing,
is.
I mean, for those of you who use Bing,
It's just one big episode of Black Mirror.
yeah,
The never ending.
Yeah.
It doesn't end. You don't have to wait for the next season.
yeah,
Just walk
yeah.
outside.
Just walk outside. Just get on the internet. If you want an episode of Black Mirror, for those of you
Go
who don't know what
outside.
Black Mirror is, get on Netflix. Trust me. You'll be like, oh,
You know
now I
about
know
Black
what you're
Mirror.
talking about. Now I know.
Because it's all about
Yeah.
social media and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just-
So, but like,
just
seriously,
crazy.
dude, like, no. Here's the thing: if you don't know what Chat GPT is, I encourage you to at least check it out. I mean, it's all free. It's
It
that's
is
the
fun.
kicker. All of it is free software.
You can have it like design games
Yeah,
for you. You
it'll
can
do-
have
it'll-
it do code
It'll
for
write you a code. I've had it write me a code for a video
Um,
game before.
Greeting cards. I
Yep.
was playing around with greeting cards,
Poems.
poems.
Yep.
Name, like, what does your name mean?
Yeah,
Like, just fun stuff.
yeah.
Because I wanted to check it out and see what it was, and yeah, I saw really quickly how it. Ooh, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. It can make you really lazy.
It can't. Duh. But like that's what I said. Like I had it write me a play.
Oh,
I
you
told
did?
it. I
That's
told
right.
it. I said write me a 30-minute play. It was not 30 minutes, but it was more like 30 seconds. But it was the whole point that it wrote it.
Right.
That it attempted to write
And
a play.
It would be cool for, like, responsible people. Like
Right.
I said, like a jump start,
Yeah.
like a jumping ground, or helping the teenager,
Mhm.
with something, a project or something like that. I could see how that would come in handy.
Yeah,
but
because I've used it for like if I'm working on a
Moderation, people.
paper and I'm like, hey, give me ideas for this on my paper.
we all have times where we're just
yeah, and you
stuck.
get that brain block and you're like, ugh.
Just give me, and a lot of times it doesn't take but a word.
Right.
Like, literally, you'll read half a sentence and be like, "Oh,
I
that's what
see what
I
you're-
that's what I should be doing," and then you leave it and you
Yeah.
go and do your research and stuff.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like, it won't cite, so you really got to be silly if you're going to use that for a paper, because it's not going to
Yeah.
give you citations. And if anybody
It will,
else
but
is
they're
a
not
fool,
guaranteed to be.
you got to do your research.
I'm gonna tell you
It's
right now.
not going to give you the right citations.
I've had it cite certain things, and I go and look them up, and I'm like, that's wrong.
Yeah, even on the Bible stuff.
And on the Bible, we've had it tell us about certain stories that we don't understand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not at all what that
That's-
means.
Yeah.
That's
It,
not
it is one of those.
Or
Nope.
it'll tell us. I'll tell it to tell me about the story that I don't understand in the Bible. It'll tell the story, but the parts that we already know, it gets that all messed up. I'm like, that's not true. I'm
Yeah,
glad I'm
it-
not doing a
mhm.
copy and paste thing here.
Yeah,
Like, no, I know
there's-
but you can tell it. You can also go it if you're doing your homework. You can go to CHAT GPT and say, hey, give me 10 books on this topic. Give me 5 references, 5 sources for this topic. And they will give you 5 books for you to go through and take a look at. Hey, tell me a quick synopsis of this book. Here's a synopsis of the book. Okay, cool. Now I can go to the actual book and kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for. And I don't say give me a synopsis of the book, snatch a sentence out of there, copy and paste it on there. You're like, no, that's not what that's meant for. That's wrong.
77% of currently used devices, like our phones, our computers, our TVs, feature some form of AI. 25% of travel and hospitality companies use chat bots. They're not real people. Sandy over there helping me plan a Bahamas vacation. She ain't there.
Yeah.
She's
And-
AI.
And see, right now it's
She's
easy.
She's trying to fail my marriage.
Right now it's easy to check those out. You're like, you ain't real. But it's getting
64%.
even better.
64% of business owners believe AI will boost productivity. And the global AI market is expected to reach 1.59 trillion by 2030. It's already at 136 billion.
Wow.
And 35% of businesses use it.
Wow. So there's another thing that you might want to tell yourself. So what stocks use AI? What stock should I be getting into
Yeah, that would be
for
good.
my AI? You know
And
what I mean?
also find the microphone on your TV and disable it. Because let
Yeah.
me tell you something
Man.
about that kind of form of AI. I am so sick of it. I'm angry about it.
Yeah.
I have been angry about it for months.
Yeah.
And I have been able to prove my anger that it's not just a conspiracy theory, that it's not just something because the bedroom TV and our living room TV
Yeah.
give us two
Totally different. Yeah.
commercials.
Mhm.
So the conversations we have in the bedroom, of course, everybody, the conversations you have over here are different from the ones you have over here.
Yeah.
And it has just and for I'm gonna calm down. Take a breath.
Yeah.
Because we're using the same thing in both areas. So
Yeah.
it's both Hulu, it's both Hulu Live,
Yeah.
it's the same channel, but yet the commercials are completely different.
Yeah.
And it is annoying. And if you yell sue the FCC, I promise you within 20 minutes those commercials will change. We did it.
We did it.
We started yelling it,
We
and they
did it.
changed.
We
and
started
then
saying sue the
slowly,
FCC,
like
yeah.
the next day, the commercials started coming back that we didn't want to see. Because here's the thing about that: when you've got devices listening to you, and it's picking up on conversations that it can advertise, it can make you really depressed.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. The world they're boxing us in, people.
Yeah.
This sounds so awful. I can't believe
does.
I'm saying
It
this.
we sound
but
like
it's
those.
true.
We sound like those conspiracy
They're
theories.
boxing you in. Okay, how about for some of you that have been scammed?
Yeah.
Your Facebook has gotten broken into, and then all of a sudden your friends aren't your friends. They're other scammers. They're fake profiles.
Yeah.
And then it starts to where then all the ads you see are fake. All the ads you see are for scam stores.
Yep.
They can target you, but they can also target your TVs. And now all of a sudden you're only getting medication commercials nonstop.
Oh my goodness.
Nonstop.
I mean, man, if you talk about a medication it's obvious that we've talked about PTSD and things like that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you got the antidepressant commercials. All of a sudden, you're like, what?
Consistently.
Anxiety commercials, anxiety
Which,
medication commercials.
Again,
You're like,
can
dude,
make you more
come on,
depressed and have anxiety.
Yeah. But then they rake all of that into like, okay, disease. Send them disease commercials.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So now we get diabetes commercial, we get HIV commercials.
You get the side effects too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll get a commercial for the side effect of the medication. It's advertising. Like it's listening to itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, this this cannot be happening everywhere
Yeah.
else. I've been to other people's houses with their TVs. They're not getting the same commercials I am.
Like maybe we got to. I looked it up too. It get talked about like trying to cover your microphone because it's bad and
stupid.
it's terrible. Like
And if
that
I
shouldn't
yell
even be
like,
a thing that I
if
have
I
to do.
yell Coach, if I yell Tiffany,
Yeah.
if I yell Versace, if I start yelling name brands, all of a sudden I get that store that like sells used Poshmark, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, what happened to the good old days
Yeah.
of just a freaking commercial, people?
No, I agree. It gets a little.
I'm
it,
so
well, it gets
sick
a
of
lot.
it. I miss
crazy.
the bull. I miss Brad. Give me
I
Postotnik
ain't
law
seen, I ain't
offices.
seen that one in a while either. Now I think about it, but no, I
Bring in the
look,
bull.
guys. Look, the fact of the matter is this: when the thing with technology is only getting better or worse, however you look at it.
Yeah.
But it's happening.
It's happening.
So you definitely need to make sure
Like it
you're
or
up
not.
to date on certain things. Now, I mean, look, man, they get apps out now, especially people with kids. They got apps out now that you'll never know what these kids are up to. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And with technology and the way that things going,
You just got to
you
trust to
get-
go with
make-
God, people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, make sure you keep yourself up to date, man. I think
Go
we,
with God.
I, I think we beat that in as much as we're gonna beat
So
it in.
go to Scheels.
Go to
Just don't
Scheels.
talk about Scheels in front of your TV because then that's all the commercial you're going to get.
Yeah. We,
But
well,
that's fine.
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That's a good place.
But no, go check Scheels out if you're in Wichita area. You guys, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of great stuff out there. AI, be careful of it. That's literally
Be
all we can
careful.
say. Hey,
Learn
whether you
it.
do it or
so
don't,
you
but
know,
learn it.
You know what it is
Yeah.
and how to spot it. But at the same time, it's coming for us all, and we can't stop it.
Skynet is real. Skynet is real.
Skynet is real, I'm pretty sure. And,
Yeah.
you know, whoever is the winner of this metaverse
Yeah.
punching whatever thing that
I would love to
Musk
enter this
and-
match. I would love to enter this match. And like, hey, let's pay for let's
I
go for
can't.
bank accounts.
I don't even care anymore. I don't care enough.
Yeah, but
I just know that, you know,
yeah. I'm telling you, I think if I win,
Shit's
in,
gonna
it's like,
change.
let's go for each other's bank account. If if I win, I get your bank account. If you win, you get mine. I somehow feel that I'm definitely not gonna lose this battle, but
no.
just said I feel like I'm definitely not gonna lose this battle.
No.
Yeah, but
I don't think that would be a very good fight. It wouldn't be a fair fight
wouldn't
at
be
all.
a fair fight at all. That wouldn't be a fair fight at all. But anyway, look, hey, that's our show, guys. Thanks for joining us once again at DM Watts. You guys, you can still find us on all the streaming services. I don't need to say all of that. You guys know everything I'm about to say at this point. You guys go check us out at them all. We got, at this point, 152 episodes.
Oh, we have more than that.
Well, we got more than that.
We have
said
the
over
180
episodes.
something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot more episodes. We are glad to be back. And guys, we're going to be coming back with fishbowl topics. You know, we're not going to be sitting here like, oh, let's do the randomness. But we're going to have some
You
fishbowl
promise?
topics. Yeah, we'll find it.
You promise?
We'll figure it out. We'll
I
figure
can't wait.
it out. I don't know where I put it, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Push come to shove, I get another fishbowl. We'll go from there. So, but anyway, hey, look, guys, you got anything else, baby?
I really don't.
Okay, cool. Look.
Hold on. Let me ask the AI.
Yeah.
How should you close
Yeah,
out
you,
DM Watts
and they're going to
podcast?
have it. They're going to have something for you.
You should say thank you for
Mhm.
listening.
Thank you guys for listening.
If you would like to send us a topic, dmwattspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, but thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for continued support. Signing off for DM Watts Podcast. I am David.
I'm